Hi, welcome to this video in which I'm going to rate and review my 4 favourite non-toxic and eco-friendly sun creams. I am making this video for 2 reasons. Firstly, because non-toxic sun creams tend to cost more, so by giving the pros and cons of the ones that I use, hopefully it will allow you to find one that might work for you so that you can invest in it. And secondly, because I've noticed that lots of people in the holistic realm are choosing to avoid sun cream entirely, maybe because it's unnatural or toxic. And whilst I agree that the majority of available sun creams are toxic both to us and to marine life, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't be wearing any. It just means we need to find one with better ingredients so that we can be holistic whilst still being protected. These sun creams that I'm going to rate and review are all rated excellent on Yuka, meaning they don't contain any harmful or toxic ingredients. They are also broad spectrum sun creams, meaning that they protect against both UVA and also UVB rays. In 4th place is Vino Sun Protect by Caudalie. This sun cream is amazing. I would say it's the most similar to the standard sun creams that you would get from high street retailers, say Boots or Superdrug, in the way that it feels the same, like similar application and similar look. Apart from it doesn't contain the controversial chemicals oxybenzone or octinoxate, if that's how you say that. These are harmful to coral reefs, to marine life, and also endocrine disruptors. So it's like an ocean protect, ocean safe version of a chemical sun cream. It rates 93 out of 100 on Yuka, so it's not bad for us or the environment. And it also leaves you looking really glowing. So I don't like wearing makeup, but if I want to feel like I've put makeup on, I will put this on and I feel like I'm like absolutely glowing. I'm not actually wearing it right now, but as in like I'll feel like I'm really glowing when I'm wearing it. The cons of this sun cream are the price, so it costs roughly £50 and you get 40 millilitres. So and because it's liquid, you would tend to go through quite a few tubes, and they're made of plastic, so even though it's recyclable, it's perhaps not the best in terms of sustainability. The only other con is I would say to maybe avoid the sun cream if you have a strong aversion to smells. It smells slightly like gone off milk when you first get it out, but that kind of goes away as soon as you've applied it. I still absolutely love it. As I said, once you've put it on, you no longer can smell anything, and it's just really nice. So yeah, I would give it maybe a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. In 3rd place is Shade All Natural Sun Cream. It's made up of 72% organic ingredients and contains only 4. So it's made up of coconut oil, shea butter, beeswax, and zinc oxide. Zinc oxide being the active ingredient, so it's a mineral-based sun cream. So it's a physical sun cream as opposed to a chemical one, meaning like it sits on your skin and it absorbs and deflects some of the UV rays instead of chemically converting them into heat energy. Mineral sun creams are considered better for like if you have sensitive skin, and also they tend to be considered just safer and more natural in general. But yeah, I love that it only has 4 ingredients because I always like to say less is more, and because of those ingredients it's also really moisturizing, which is really great. It is unscented, it says, but I would say it smells of shea butter. It's 100 millilitres, so it's perfect for cabin size, and also because it's in a tin, there's no plastic packaging, which is really sustainable. You can recycle it once you finish with it, and it is rather expensive, so I think this one was like £19.95. But I will say that because it's like a solid sun cream instead of a liquid one, first of all, it doesn't spill, and also it lasts a lot longer. So the cons of this sun cream are, firstly, it's only SPF 25. Although this doesn't mean that it is half the strength of an SPF 50, it just means that it only blocks 96% of the UVB rays instead of 98%, which is what factor 50 does. And UVB rays are what causes sunburn and also eventually like DNA mutations, which can cause skin cancer. So it's not as strong as the other ones. But what's great about this one, it's like the con and the pro, I guess, is that so you can tell where you've put it on because it leaves like a white kind of tint on your skin, which is why I don't love using it like for my face. But it means, like, say if you're putting it on your body, you can tell where you've missed spots, and also you can tell when you need to reapply it. And it says it's not water resistant, but I always use it when I'm going in the water and when I'm like spending the whole day at the beach, for example. And yeah, you can tell that you've still got it on after you've come out of the water. So I would give this sun cream, I think, an 8 out of 10. I really like it. In second place is this Attitude Sunly SPF 50 Plus sun cream. This is amazing. Firstly, it's a mineral sun cream spray. Its active ingredient is non-nano zinc oxide, but what I love about it is that it doesn't leave a white mark, which I don't know how they've done it, but it just feels and looks completely like a chemical sun cream. Which is, yeah, very impressive. But yes, that's what I really like about it. It's also it's 75 milliliters, so it lasts quite a long time. That it is quite expensive though. It still costs, like, I would say between 20, maybe £26 in the UK. So again, still, as they all are, still quite expensive. But it's amazing, really high protection, water resistant for 40 minutes. It says it's unscented, but I would say it has a smell, but the smell is really, really nice. I can't really pinpoint what the smell is, but it's great. It's vegan and it's EWG verified, which is a certification body, which basically means that all the ingredients are like good, they're not harmful, and also that this brand is fully transparent with in terms of its ingredients. Yeah, apart from the cost, I wouldn't really have any cons other than I feel like the lid comes off kind of easily, but that could just be this one. And overall, I would rate this sun cream, I think I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. In first place, this is my favourite sun cream. It's the best sun cream I've ever found. It's La Rosée Paris Stick Solaire. So it's a sun cream stick, SPF 50 plus. It's amazing. It rates 100 out of 100 on Yuka. So it's made up of 100% natural ingredient base. And then the UV filters, like, so it's a chemical sun cream, but the UV filters that they use are ones that they've developed in laboratories, and they've tested it to make sure that it's not harmful to coral reef or to algae or to marine life. So yeah, that's really amazing. It's also a certified B Corporation. It's vegan, it's a recycled tube, and it's also recyclable. So it's really a sustainable brand. It smells amazing. It is honestly my favorite smell. They need to make it into a perfume. It smells kind of like vanilla and apricots, but it's amazing. It does have organic apricot oil inside it, and yeah, it's water resistant. It says that it's for visage, lèvres, zones sensibles, so for your face, your lips, and for sensitive zones, like sensitive places. But I guess that's one of the cons, is that I wouldn't use it on my whole body because it's quite small, so it would run out pretty quickly. So it's only like a face sun cream. And then the only other con is the cost. So this one I bought in France. It was €13.90, which is like less in pounds. However, to ship it to the UK is around £19, so it is quite expensive. So I guess maybe if you or anyone you know is going to France, then it would be better to get it over there. But overall, like, this is just the most amazing sun cream that I have found. It's not greasy, it's really easy to apply, it's just amazing. So I would give this sun cream, I think I would rate it a 9.5 out of 10, only because I wouldn't use it for my whole body. It would just be one that I use for my face. But it's amazing, I love it.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it will help you to find a sun cream which is safe for you and the sea.